Hey, love bugs, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support. I always tell y'all that, but I'm always grateful for y'all because as I'm a part of your journey, you are definitely a part of mine, which I really feel like is totally a blessing for that. So love to all. Namaste. Love and blessings, love and light, and many blessings are definitely coming your way. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when I'm about to upload my next video. Also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacted your life, heading you towards a positive direction. And if you have you're feeling like, oh, sorry about that, my text message came in and threw me off. If you feel like the videos are insightful, informative, just give you a good uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath, that are truly needing spiritual assistance, or just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's so greatly appreciated, and I hope you're able to resonate with the content of my video. And the music you're hearing in the background is from the channel Brainwave Music, and the title of the manifestation meditation music is called Manifest Miracles. A track 432 hertz, elevate your vibration. And I will post their channel in the description box below, the link to their channel in the description box below. And the video that I'm doing is called Twin Flame 101. Heyokas, even when it feels like nothing has changed, look how your surroundings has completely changed you. I was like I said, I've been on a lot of these crime investigative videos lately. I've been just really going hard on those. It's just like when my situation is going on with my father's death. I've always been drawn to different things like that. I said when I was younger, I used to always say, I want to be like a forensics, detective and stuff like that. But, after I've seen so many different things, I said, I don't think I can stomach that. But I wanted to be able to contribute towards a lot of different things. So it's just, it's been guiding me towards a different direction, as well as I'm here. I try to, when it guide me towards different things, I try to go ahead and embark on those different things that are putting me on. And I was watching this one channel is by Kendall Ray. And it was about what's her name, Elizabeth Smart. I know I heard bits and pieces about that, and I remember about the coverage when she was finally reunited back with her family, and I mean that really hit home. It really did. On a lot of different things. And a lot of times we can be going through stuff and it just feels like we're in that moment of dread, like nobody is hearing us. Why does it feel like, it's like, what did I do for my life to be so dreadful to this? Why is it feeling like nobody's hearing me? Nobody can really relate to the things that I go through. I'm trying my best to, push forward in my positivity, blessings, gratitude, but it just seems like I have more things that's taking place in my life that feels heavy, feels sad, depressing. And I was listening to these things where she was going in depth about what Elizabeth went through. And I mean, when I said, well, like I said on the last video, y'all, it's like my emotions have been really, really, really sensitive lately. And it was just like me just, clearing out. And it's just allowing yourself, sometimes I forget to put that shield up so I don't get those vibes. But it was just so, intense. I can relate to what Elizabeth went through in a certain way, like certain things that I can relate to, and certain ones, no, thank God I have not. But a lot of times when we go through an intense path of life, a lot of times we feel like, we've been abandoned by God. It's just like at times I've said, the more positivity I push out, it seems like I go through so much hell, and I try my best to stay focused on, the latter, trying to be able to see the positivity out of a negative experience that I may be going through. And it has really, all the things I've gone through has really, I say it a lot, is humbled me, allowed me to know myself on so many different levels, being able to be transparent, being honest about the emotions that I'm keeping, certain things that I may have still held on to that I've unsubconsciously didn't realize I was still doing. And I've been doing a lot of emotional clearing because it was a lot of times I held anger in my heart for what my adopted family has put me through, being able to acknowledge, things that were very deceptive when it came towards my acknowledgement on my biological family and what I was deprived of. And it just felt like I was in a world by myself. And it's like, especially when you are related to somebody who's in a public figure, it takes it on to a whole nother level. It's not like I'm saying that my life is better than all of y'all's or anything like that, but it's just like it's more intense because it's in the public eye a lot. And you're getting different things being said for people to have that spotlight put on them, or people trying to stay relevant in certain situations, when just getting closure, to what I felt like I was deserved. It was denied of me about that. But then, I had to really understand, and I was just like, okay, this stuff is being, dumped out on me. And I had to find out. And the way I had to find out was really, messed up. But then I had to constantly keep reminding myself there's always a purpose behind the pain that you're enduring. There's something bigger than you that you can even comprehend or even fathom what you're about to, take place on many people's lives. And a lot of times, even these things are personally, you feel like they're personally directed to you, even though it's you that you're going through these different things. It has a bigger purpose for it. And it was like seeing her go through all that, I was up here crying, because I was just like, damn, I'm like, girl, say something, tell me your name. There's so many different people, and she went through so much. And then it's like I've said before, I've seen different bits and pieces about her life that's taking place. And I know she works on different crime investigative shows and stuff like that. And she's an advocate for a lot of things. And just being able to hear the things that Kendall was talking about, that she has went through, just took me aback. And it was like so many things I can relate to, and so many things I'm so blessed that I've never had to be able to go through. It's like, even though this girl was hostage, I was just like, mine was a mental one. My emotions was controlled. What I can speak on was controlled. Anybody that would listen to me, that was like muted. So other people can have that, play the victim role of what happened because they didn't want the truth to come out. It was really, a hectic situation to go through. But then I see so many people that I talk to about, being able to say, I can relate. I'm not going to say I understand what you're going through. I try not to ever say that, because I get aggravated when people say that to me, and I'm not taking it to heart. But I'm just like, I never, ever, even on my worst enemy, ever want that pain to be inflicted on somebody like it's been inflicted on me, because I felt like I was in a very lonely world, like it was only me, that was going through this pain. Nobody could ever relate to it, that I've been traumatized in that way. But then when I was allowing myself to really like step back and see how much of this situation has changed me, and how many people I've just been able to connect with just because of my experience, it makes me feel like I'm so blessed. I'm so blessed, because it's just like when you're allowing yourself to be in that moment, to be transparent, allowing yourself to be honest. There's certain things I tell people I don't talk about, or if it's something that's telling me, hey, don't talk about those things anymore, or it's just like, okay, this is your time. I go by what the universe tells me to do. If it's meant for me to talk about at that moment, then that's fine. But if it's not, it's okay for people not to know your whole story. And just being able to live in that moment. And if it was meant for those people, individuals to know what brought me to what I'm doing, then, that it's just been said. But it's just like when you have gone through so many different things, what you're still struggling with, what you're allowing yourself to be honest with, like, dang, I'm actually healing from things I never thought I was going to be able to make peace with. I'm moving on from situations that I felt so stagnant in. I'm able to let go of people I never thought I would be able to live without. because there's so many different things that, when you went through that spiritual awakening, you can't even do the norm anymore. The norm was not it, the norm was foreign to you. I know it was for me. I was just like, I used to do things like that. I'm like, what the hell? What what am I doing? It's just like I can't live my life like that anymore. Not worried about what the next person's thinking, but just being able to know either you are appreciating what I'm bringing to the table, or you just can walk up and go to another table. Allowing myself to be okay, even if people didn't believe me, or just wanted to assume different things. And it allowed me to really change my perspective on everything that's taking place in my life. And it just tells you just don't know. Even when you've gone through things, a lot of times we feel like we are not being heard, or why we haven't, why is it the fact that so many people are getting their blessings while I'm just still stuck in my it's like you just keep seeing blessings for everybody that's going around, and it's just like you're still in your situation, and you never know what. I always try to tell myself, you never know what that person had to sacrifice. You never knew what took them. You don't know how long they've been on their journey, so you can't compare your journey to someone else's. Everybody deserves to get whatever they're getting, and a lot of times when you're fixated on one thing, we want to be able to what is like either orchestrate or try to force something to be a certain way, when universe is telling you step back, just let it flow, let it unfold. Why are you so in a hurry? I'm just like, I got a million reasons why I'm in a hurry. There are certain people I don't want to be around anymore. There are certain things I don't want to allow myself to even just be marinating in. But then when I allow myself to look, the things I was trying to run from is the things that's going to heal me, the things that make me stronger, the thing that made me not just, understand that certain people are going to be a certain way. If you're moving forward in your growth and being able to show compassion towards certain things that you couldn't even digest, but just being able to, hey, just understand it. It is what it is. You have to have one of those mentalities, say it is what it is, but you have to appreciate what is being reflected to you. When you go through your harshest time, you see the true colors of a lot of people that you never knew, would have turned their back on you, especially if you're that type of person. I used to be hurt on certain things. And I know I don't play my little parts on toxic vibes and toxic, things that I used to do. I can admit that. I said, I'm a hold accountability for my parts. I never want people to think, oh, woe is me. They always did these things to me and I was just perfect petty and never did all these things. It's like, no, when your growth comes in is when you can accept, what, this circle, this vibe, it's not taking me nowhere. It's keeping me stagnant. It's keeping me focused on the wrong things, that I need to just appreciate what that experience brought to me, what it manifested into me, what I'm, that became me. And it's just like, that is not a part of me anymore. And it's just like, when I allowed myself to see just the things that I'm not going to allow myself to accept anymore. I'm not playing side hustle, side chick to nothing. It's just like some people are okay about that. I'm not, no, because that's like, you giving that person that free range to say that, hey, you like playing second to a lot of things. No, I'm good. I love myself. If you can't appreciate by respecting me, the respect I'm giving you, hey, that's all right. Because the other times I used to argue about a lot of things, and I'm like, I'm not even about to waste my energy. Just appreciate what you're being shown towards certain things. And even if you've been friends with somebody, that you would give them the shirt off your back, just let them keep your undergarments, that you were willing to show that support to, and you just allowed yourself to speak your truth. Being mindful about certain things. Because me, there was a lot of times I had to control my mouth, because I'll just, I had that mentality. Is like, dang, I don't care if it was messed up with what I said, but you can respect I was being honest, but not allowing myself to understand the words of discernment, being mindful. Some things, not everything needs your response. Now it's just like, okay, I'm not even going to do, okay, I respect that, but when it comes back around, I want you to keep that same energy. I had to tell somebody that yesterday. And it's just like, you go through different things in your life and you really see
that person for what they truly are. Because a lot of times people done kept up so many daggone masks around you, they forgot which one was the real one. And then when you just straight dropped yours and you just, it's like a band-aid you ripped off. That scar might be ugly as hell, but you're showing people that scar because you're allowing yourself to say, you know what, this is my scar. I'm healing that scar. And I'm okay about showing that because that scar done taught me a lot. Those bumps and bruises took me somewhere. It made me heal myself. And it's just like, those are things we have to appreciate what changed us. Because a lot of times you ain't got there, but don't mean you ain't. Whatever is deserving of you, trust and believe what you might have wanted was mediocre to what the universe was planning for you. And a lot of times when they block that person or that situation out of your life because it's no longer needed, they don't, why you want to get something mediocre when I'm about to give you the whole, the whole guap, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you may want something that's small, but they feel like the mission I'm putting you on, you deserve so much better. Why are you allowing yourself to see something in a small way when we wanting you to be able to see something bigger and better, think higher of yourself? Because a lot of times we've gone through so many different things that you think the way you think small. And I'm not saying that you're beneath yourself, but a lot of times when you have allowed yourself to just settle, you had to be able to allow yourself to say, nah, I deserve better than this. I had to allow myself to, even when, people wanted me to drop what I'm doing, to be able to do that. I'm not allowing myself to be available like that before. I used to be able to do that. And I'm like, nah, I can't do that. I love myself too much. Time is precious if time actually existed. But if this is not worth my time, I'm not allowing my energy to be placed on that. A lot of time I was that type of person. I had to have the last word. I had that I don't give a attitude. Like, I don't care. I do not care. And it is just like, and I'm feeling and hearing my dad like, yeah, I'm a female version of you. And that's very scary, but it is just like, I appreciate where I came from. I always tell people, don't be shameful of the things you have done in your past, because your past is what made you a better person. When you have lived from those situations and you have grown, because there's people that know me for years. They're like, girl, what you went through? What happened? Life changed me. Life really changed me. And it showed you how strong you are because you're put. And they put the strongest warriors through the toughest battle because they already know it's going to make you even stronger when you don't win that war. A lot of times we stay focused on, that person that hurt me, or they didn't apologize, or they didn't explain. A lot of things don't need that closure. Sometimes you got to be able to take that sorry that you never got and keep on moving. Because a lot of times we miss out on our blessings because we're still focused on that mistake. We're still focused on that drama. We still focus on that BS that don't even matter. But just being able to say, you know what, I appreciate you. I say every situation. I say, even if the people that just really tore my life up. Before, I was like, I had mental funerals of certain individuals for a long time for when I had to find out what I found out. But then when I'm just like, when I had the opportunity to see them again, I appreciate what you did. I really do. And then I actually, when I started seeing it and seeing that it's just like, you don't give up. You still on that mess and not seeing, that's karma. It comes in cycles. But then it's just like, I appreciate that. Any other time, if I was still in that old Roslynn, I would have probably manhandled you, laid hands. But now I'm just like saying thank you because you allowed me to find the real me in myself. You can't trigger something that ain't even there anymore. You're approaching me with the old me. I was like, which that wasn't a good thing anyway. But now I'm just like, God bless you. God bless you. A lot of time you got to give your enemy that blessing at times because they're moving through insecurity. They're moving through hurt. They're moving through pain. You were once there at that time. And when you're allowing yourself to move forward with that, and you see that it makes me, and I'm not saying like, whatever. I'm just saying it's sad because some people are still focused on trying to block you from something that you deserve when they can use that same energy and focus on their healing. But they focus like they're focused on their irrelevant because everything's going to come for everybody. Everybody going to get that karma. Those are blessings. Even when the blessings come back and knock them on their whole behind and are left to shook, that's still a blessing because they acknowledge you and something in your life that needed to change. There's people that come in and out your life and may not even be in your life no more, but they never promised you The road was going to be easy. Never promised you that certain individuals and certain situations was going to stay the same. Nothing should stay the same. You need to be upgrading. If you ain't upgrading, there's something wrong. So allow, even though things feel like it has not changed and you're not exactly where you about to be at, when you allow yourself to see how all those situations changed you and gave you a higher perspective, you'll know. That's when you know those blessings are heading forward to you. So I hope you were able to resonate the content of this video, y'all. Like I said, I really truly missed y'all, but I had to go ahead and hermit myself for a while just to get my head straight. But I would love to give a post notification shout out to Christy Trent, Worst Nero, Michelle J, and Damian Jordan. Much love to you. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Drop me a line. I would love to be able to talk to you. I leave all my contact information at the bottom for you to be able to talk to me. It's just networking, give you a deeper understanding, or even if you have questions or views of experience you would love to share with me one-on-one, hey, I'm there. Like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell. Tell somebody about the channel. Hit that. Yeah, I already said that already. Know you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved. And knowing there's always someone out there praying for your better days. And I pray that everything you try to manifest comes so much bigger and better than you ever imagined. It comes sooner than you ever expected. Much love to you. Peace. Be well.